Hi everybody. Coming in the garage. It's going to be warmer out today to the point where I can open up these garage doors, and I need to go out into Harbor Freight and buy more rock lights because I forgot. I only bought six. I bought 3 packs of them, so 6 total lights. I need 8 to get what I want done. But let me show you real quick. Give you an update. I'll turn these lights off so you can see what we've got going on here. So I've got the rears and the sides done. There. The only issue with the rear on the driver's side, the driver's side rear, it is being blocked by the exhaust where I have it mounted. The rear is definitely hard to do without like magnets or something. I'm gonna go buy some more lights. We'll come back. I'll set up the tripod and open the garage doors up, let some natural light in here, and we'll do an install. And I'll probably just post this like tomorrow, because why not? It's nice out. And then maybe tomorrow, while you guys are watching this video, I'll do another video and we'll go over all the gear I've bought so far to start leaving. Because my plan is to get out at the end of March and to get down to West Virginia and start testing out everything, right? Start testing and tweaking. So I'll be right back with some lights. We'll do an install. Okay, like I said, I had to go out and buy another one of these because I was 1 pack short. So four of these total will get you 8 lights. So that's what we're going with. Obviously, I feel the best spot that I'm going to do the lights, I believe, is going to be underneath the front, and I'll do some close-ups and things because we're working here. So not bad. So the idea here would be to mount this here. So we'll go up here, we'll get it all wired in. First things first, here's where we do damage. I'm not going to. Okay, that's in there, and that ain't coming, so we're good. Biggest thing here is to figure out now where I can run. Oh, wait a minute. I see light immediately. From what? Into the grill. Oh, I guess I could maybe take the grill off. Here, let's bring you back over. Yeah, now that you saw that was done, that was actually super easy. They screwed up in there, and they tightened down as much as I need them to tighten down. Like, that's not gonna come loose from riding around. If it does, they're $25 lights. That's another reason why, I like the idea of these rock lights not being, I don't want them to be a big investment, because if they get smashed or whatever is going to happen, I would rather them not be like $50 lights. That's why these rock lights, I went with aux beam for everything else. For these, I went with Road Shock, which are Harbor Freight's brand. And then I think, honestly, if I do a light bar on the top, I think I'm gonna go with Road Shock again, because they got a light bar that's $200, 52-inch light bar, $200. Diode Dynamics, their light bar, which is way cooler, like $2,000. So I'd rather spend $200 than $2,000 if I'm looking for lights that I don't know if I'll even use them all the time, right? How often am I going to be doing this stuff at night? This is I didn't make it to base camp, wherever I'm camping, and I need something to save my butt to get me there. Yeah, that's good there. That's good there. Okay, those are out. I don't think I'm going to be able to have enough room to pull this out. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I can pull this out. The nice thing about these pre-runners, though, is that they just... you probably can't tell. But they just, unclip from here for the wire. Okay, so now I'm just gonna to bring you back to the front. There we go. We are grillless. Yeah, see, now I have all of this. Oh, all right. So that's there. I moved that. Good. We are well on our way now. The goal now is to get this connected. I'll bend that down. There we go. Okay, that's done. Well, what I've been doing to finish this off and make it kind of waterproof is I've just been taking a little bit of this dielectric grease and putting a coat on there. That way, when this basically melts, when you hit it with the heat gun, it kind of melts, turns into a liquid there, and covers that up within that heat shrink tubing. I like to start middle and then work my way to the edges. All right, now for the most part, this side's good to go for now. So obviously with like this is the cable coming up. Probably run it there, zip tie that down. And then yeah, we've got this one. We want to run it up here, leave a little bit of excess. Whew, that's cutting it close there. Probably measured it really well, I guess, huh? And then these Wago clips, we're just going to go right in there, clamp it down. That was positive. There's ground. Get it in there, clamp it down. So we're going to test this, and then what I'll probably end up doing, I'll cut that audio out there if you join the meeting. I'll probably turn this light on, make sure it works, and then I'll time-lapse the rest of it without audio. Kind of speed it up so this can get done. Lights on. That's good news. There we go. It's actually a good... That's nice, because you can't... It's not super bright. I mean, it is clipping on the... it's clipping on the bumper a little bit, but no, it's okay. That's how I wanted it. Cool. All right, I'm going to time-lapse the rest of this, the install on the left side. And so what I'm going to say right now, thanks for watching. I'll try to shorten this one so it's not super long, because I might do more of these random ones. And I'm trying, like I've been recording now for over an hour, and I'm going to try to keep this down to like maybe 20 minutes. So I got to do a lot of cutting. And so I hope you enjoy this video. Hope you don't hate my wiring job. It is ugly. I'll clean it up at some point. And I'm going to do this left side here. I'll do one more view of everything, with both fronts on, and then I'll call it a day. As always, appreciate you guys watching me, and like, subscribe, do everything you can, because I would love to be able to reach more people. My Charger 1 video is actually doing pretty good right now, so I'm hoping that these other videos can actually get out there and reach people. So if you watch this video and you found it useful at all, like it. If you didn't like it, obviously I'm not going to ask you to like the video if you hated it. But if you could subscribe, that really helps me out. It helps me reach more people. And I promise that this is just the beginning of getting everything set up and ready to go. We are going to be hitting trails again. We are going to be camping overnight. So it is coming. Look towards the end of March is when we're probably going to start doing that. So you'll probably start seeing videos in April, and hopefully we can just keep them going. Every weekend I can get out, I'm going to get out, I'm going to record it, and I'm going to hopefully show you guys things that you've already seen, but through my perspective. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. It's free to roam, and catch you next time. Okay, real quick. Just wanted to show. Now I can actually make it dark in here. I got the Jeep pulled all the way in the garage. Garage door's closed. Show you the entire thing. So there you go. Front to back. There's your rock lights. So we have views of the rear tire, front and back. And we have views of the front tire, front and back. So real excited about that. Like I said, this entire project was under 150 bucks. And we're hooked into the aux beam switch panel, and we're good to go. Ready for night riding, I guess. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.